Om Shanti. Today is your 113th day of your meditative blessing. And today in this blessing, God teaches us a method of doing the right kind of service, a quality of service. And this knowledge actually just doesn't help us in doing any form of spiritual service. It also helps us in doing worldly service. And not just that, it helps us to run the house, run a business, and run your own job as a boss or anybody in a very proper manner without having to do any form of negativity or negative form of service. So let's see what does Baba have to say in today's beautiful blessing. Baba says, may you be a true server. Now what is a true server? Let's see. Who makes your doing and speaking the same. So true server means your doing and your speaking is the same. What you say is what you do. What you do is what you say. And who thereby does service of good quality. Now that is what is known as good quality in the eyes of God. So let's go into the details. Baba says, always pay attention that you first do before you speak of it. So what happens in our life is when we don't do what we speak and we tell others to do, we try to find out mistakes. We try to put them down or we try to blame them if something goes wrong. But the right method is that you first do it, show it, and then you speak about it. Only then there will be respect for you, your words. Not just that, people will heed to it, people will do it, and people will follow you. So a leader will be somebody who first does it and then says it. Not the one somebody who first says it that you have to do this way, do that way, do like this, and themselves they never done it or have never experienced it. That's not the right kind of leadership, and that is something which actually doesn't help even a family grow. Any form of family, whether it's a spiritual family or a world family or your own family. As parents do, if you just tell your children to do something but you yourself never do it, they will never follow it. They will never be able to respect you because you don't do what you say. So then Baba says, let's see, it is easy to say something but it is hard work to do it. It's easy to say it, right? But if you have not done it in your life, then it's going to be very hard work for you to do that. The fruit of hard work is good, but if you tell others to do something and you yourself do not do it, think about it. Will they respect you? They'll find you as a tyrant, as somebody who's a dictator, and they will never respect you. You might be able to get your things done because of that post or position or your chair or the value of your chair. But at the end of the day, the true respect will not be earned. So Baba says, the fruit of hard work is good, but if you tell others to do something and you yourself do not do it, then together with service, disservice is also seen. You might be able to tell them that do this, do that. They might be able to do it because they're in compulsion of doing it. Let's say in a job, in a business, they're getting a salary. They're doing it because you're asking them to do it. But if you don't yourself do it, you just say it, then that's going to be disservice. It's not going to be fruitful in the long term. Same goes at your own house where you're trying to teach your children something to do. And the Baba says, it is the same as when you put a drop of poison in nectar. You're giving the right direction. Nectar is that, the right knowledge. This is the right way of doing it. They know it. Others will also know it. But since you don't do it yourself, they will have problems with it. They will have ego issues. And that is coming from you as a source because you yourself don't do it, but you say it. So then Baba says, it is the same as when you put a drop of poison in nectar. The nectar becomes poisonous. So the complete atmosphere of that organization, that home, or that job, or that business will become poisonous because they'll have poison against you. They'll be talking amongst themselves about you, that you yourself don't do it, but you tell us to do it. So they'll say, you only tell us to do something, but you yourself don't do it. They might even come back to you. In this way, no matter how much service you do, one little mistake will finish that service. So the quality has to be important. So first of all, pay attention to yourself and you will then be said to be a true server. First, I have to do it. I have to pay attention to myself. Forget about others, whether they're doing it or not. They will see me and they'll do it on their own because I'll produce that energy and enthusiasm. But by saying something, do this, do that, you don't create any energy or enthusiasm. But if you do it and then you say it, then people will respect you. much more. Think about it, practice it, do it, and write your comments about what you think about this. I'll leave you with this beautiful Vardhan. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay home. Om Shanti.